Yashodanandana Rajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Rajajanaranjana Yamunatira Anasari Yamunatira Vanasari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Jayam Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivrajagasarya Stotara Satya Sishamad. Divine Bliss ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivrajagasarya Stotara Satya Sishamad. Divine Bliss Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai. Prem Prabhu Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shyama Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premananda. All glories to Sambhudaitis. All glories to Sambhudaitis. All glories to Sambhudaitis. Glory to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padya Krishna Prita Bhutala Shmati Patichuti Shamti Vasti Krishna Rubhada Shitam Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhutala Om Madhyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunlitam Jena Tashmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhistam Savitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karamaya Bhakti Swapalantika Bandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapada Kamala Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sadhyajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajina Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabanda Jagat Ade Gopi Sai Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Devi Anamami Hare Priya Dvanchakal Patarubhasya Kripa Sudhulai Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
The chart, the slides. You can also use that to change the slides.
Hare Krishna. We want to thank all of you for coming for this evening discussion on how to become a powerful preacher. It's a little attempt, not it's not absolute attempt. It's a little attempt to just to stimulate us to preach. We are already doing preaching in so many ways. So we want to. There's no end to where we can learn in our system. There's no end. It's not limited. So we just keep learning from different ways. Prabhupada said we should devise many ways to present Krishna consciousness. So just a little attempt to support what we are really doing, preaching. So you look at the handbook. Our engineer is still working on it. Yeah, it's on now. Let me see. Okay. Yes, try. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I think it's okay. Before you go off again, let's remember how to become a powerful preacher. You are all powerful preachers already. We appreciate. Like I said, we just want to support your powerful preaching. But a few things which is not new, which is not new to all of us. Is the whole idea is to let us get together and discuss something. That's all. that's the arrangement we have. So we want to look at few things. It is there in the handbook. Before you go to the end, that is the end. Yeah, some materials. The material which we are presenting you, you have it? You have it? It's only the questions?
Slide. Yeah, this is activity and This is
Okay.
activity and
Okay.
the slide is.
Okay. So we have this few slides here. For 2 days, we will discuss, share some point, especially now that we are entering marathon book distribution, so we can have some motivation to expand our preaching and our Christian consciousness. It's look too far from me. Just a minute. So we all agree that to become empowered, to become a good preacher, we need to be empowered. Without empowerment, we cannot preach and we cannot represent our chariots. So we need empowerment. And that is our system. Our system is parampara. Parampara means where our potency is. Our potency is in parampara. And that is what Srila Prabhupada came to do for us. To come and encourage us, to show us the importance of following the parampara. That is where our potency is. How do we get this empowerment? It is by following Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada has a purpose for establishing this movement. He has a purpose, which he has explained as the 7 purposes of ISKCON. By following this principle, we become empowered. If we follow what Prabhupada has established. we cannot become empowered otherwise. Just like even here in the material world, if we want to get promotion in our company, if we want to get promotion in our company, what do? We work hard, right? Why do we want to work hard? Yeah, promotion is it, but why? Why do we work hard?
To satisfy.
Yes, we want to please the master. When we please the master, then he becomes satisfied. His satisfaction brings about promotion. So we cannot become successful in Krishna consciousness if we don't please the Prabhupada. And by pleasing the Prabhupada means you should follow what he has established. It's a simple process, but very dynamic. The Prabhupada wanted what? That we should systematically propagate spiritual knowledge to society at large. And to educate all people in the technique of spiritual life in order to check the imbalance of values in life and to achieve real unity and peace in the world. Our society is full of anomalies. It's full of anomalies. From beginning till the end, from morning till night, every day is full of varieties of anomalies. And we can never change or stop what is happening in the material world with material solution. It does not meet with it. We need a spiritual solution. The spiritual solution is what properly is establishing. To correct the imbalance in society, we should do what? We should preach Krishna consciousness. We have to present Krishna consciousness to people at large. The proper aims at reaching everybody. Everybody. This is his purpose. And we are followers, we have to maintain what Prabhupada has given to us. We have to maintain that. That this movement is for preaching. It's a preaching movement. To propagate a consciousness of Krishna as he is revealed in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna explained himself in Bhagavad Gita. And he spoke the Gita. Krishna explained himself, and Krishna's devotee explained who Krishna is in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The Bhagavatam is activities Krishna performed with his devotees. And Bhagavad Gita is the activity Krishna himself established. He spoke about who he is. And his devotees describe who he is to correspond to what he himself established. And you see in Bhagavad Gita that Krishna also quoted the scriptures, and he quoted the acharyas. Authority. He himself is the supreme authority. He is quoting authority to show us how important it is to follow the scriptures. So Prabhupada gave us Bhagavatam. He gave us Bhagavad Gita, complete. He gave us the holy name. He gave us the deity. He gave us Tulsi Devi. He gave us Ganga. Ganga had been there, but how many people know something about Ganga? Prabhupada came to reveal what this thing. He gave us the association of devotees. He gave us a complete package, complete system. So we need to understand what the Prabhupada expected from all of us. If you want to represent him perfectly, we need to understand this. to bring the members of the society together with each other and nearer to Krishna. Let us look at the language properly using. To bring the members of the society together with each other and nearer to Krishna. How are we nearer to each other? How are we nearer to each other?
Krishna in the center.
Yes, we put Krishna in the center. Yes, we put Krishna in the center. Yes, Krishna should be in the center. We have to care for each other. We should care for each other. We should be convinced that I'm sitting here because of you. You are sitting here because of me. Means we are together. This is a teamwork. We are together. This must be clearly understood. This is the language properly saying that we, the members of this society, should come together. We should be nearer. We should come together. It is not a society for salvationists. My success and your downfall, you won't succeed. In the material world, my success means to put you down. I use you to climb up. That's material life. The spiritual life means we wish each other to go back home back together. Not I. It is we. So this is the purpose Prabhupada established this movement, that we who are practicing this consciousness should be together. So we're asking, how together are we? How together are we? Not the physically coming together. This is not association. Association is not people just come together in one place. That's just association. I can be sitting here and be very, very far away from you, and very, very close to somebody who is 1,000 kilometers away from where I am physically. It is going in the mind. To be together means we have to be together with each other in our mind, in our deeds, in our activities. If we need to be empowered, it is necessary to practice this technique. If we want to be empowered. Srila Prabhupada will not empower somebody who will destroy Bhakti. Jiva Goswami said, Vrindavan will not give Bhakti to those who will destroy Bhakti. Vrindavan will give Bhakti to those who can maintain Bhakti. So a person who is going to be empowered by Prabhupada is one who is going to keep everyone close to each other. A person who will destroy the movement will not be empowered. We can have a material position, but we are not going to use that position to help devotees. It is happening. We have position, but how many people are benefiting from our position that we have? This morning we are discussing, Lord Sabdev said we should not become a leader if we are not going to help those who are under us to go back to Godhead. So let us use the mirror of our teachings, our scripture, our charya statement. Let's just use as a mirror to look at ourselves and see how close are we to each other in our Christian consciousness. How am I using my position to help other devotees in their Christian consciousness? This is a leader. Otherwise, it is very, very dangerous and risky to have any position either in Christian consciousness or outside in the material world. It is risky, very, very risky. For 3 days, I've been using one statement I've been repeating for 3 days, or more than 3 days now. And I was quoting Sutta Goswami. By nature, the scripture has given us a duty, everyone, by nature. But Sutta Goswami said, even though we have been given a prescribed duty according to our nature, according to our karma, we still have power, we still have authority. We don't have authority to perform it. If by performance is not going to help our Krishna consciousness, we shouldn't do it. We should do things only if it's going to help everyone become Krishna conscious. It's going to help also expand our own Krishna consciousness. That's the qualification we have to do something in this world. Otherwise, you shouldn't do anything. But the soul cannot be inactive at any time. By nature, the soul is always active. Do something. Therefore, we have to learn how to do things in a proper way. To bring the members together with each other and nearer to Krishna, and those to develop the idea within the members, the idea within the members of humanity at large, that each soul is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the principle of unity in diversity. We have been talking about unity in diversity, but what is happening is diversity, no unity. Why this principle is not yet understood, that we are not seeing everyone as Krishna's part and parcel. If we will see that we behave differently towards each other, I will have respect, full respect for you, and you have a full respect for me. In an environment where we have full respect for each other, there is no offense. Offense will never exist in that community. Where the members have full respect for each other, no offense. Because I respect you, you respect me. We will have respect for each other. We know very well that something we respect, we treat it very nicely. We have respect for something, we keep it very close, very nicely. It's something that we don't respect, we don't have value for. We misuse it. We cannot use something we value properly. You cannot misuse something we value properly. So, Prabhupada has a purpose of establishing this movement. Is to bring us together, nearer to Krishna. It's not just a physical nearer together, coming together and chant Hare Krishna. When I'm chanting against Hare Krishna, who is this? Who is this? I don't say physically in my mind, who is this? It's a great offense. And we cannot be empowered. The person I'm minimizing, who is this, will not see it, but Krishna have seen it. So we are standing before Krishna. And also Prabhupada is sitting there watching all of you, all of us. Prabhupada is watching, Krishna is watching. How we respond to every situation is recorded down by Krishna. Recorded down. Every single situation, grossly, mentally, spiritually, Krishna records all. And he will pay us based on that merit. That's how Krishna is going to pay us, or he's paying us. This afternoon, a devotee asked me, she asked me about why this Hare Krishna, why we have so much nice prasadam. We're practicing renunciation, but why our prasadam is so nice? How is that renunciation? So I told her that, yes, it is renunciation, but at the same time, Krishna wants to see how we are using what he has given to us. Krishna is watching to see how we are using everything. And if you take prasadam, we get purified. Then she said, but I also saw devotees, one devotee eating so much prasadam, but he's always angry. I say, don't worry. Don't worry. If that devotee continue to eat plenty of prasadam, it will get purified in due course of time. It will change. And also, you are seeing that because The devotee also is eating without respect for prasadam. Therefore, we won't get the real potency. We are taking prasadam without respect. Taking prasadam and talking is a disrespect. It's a disrespect and has serious consequences. We shouldn't talk over prasadam. We shouldn't step on prasadam. We should not step over prasadam. These three things are offense. Oh, prasadam. So if we are simply, oh, this is food, not seeing that this is prasadam, it's wrong. We will not get much benefit. It will take a long time before we realize it. So, His Holiness Bhakti has said, you should be mindful at taking prasadam. You should be mindful at taking prasadam. To be mindful at taking prasadam, we have to look at few things. One, a person who gets the money to purchase the burger. Two, the person who purchased the burger. Three, the person who cooked. Four, the person who offered this food. Five, the person whom this food is offered to. Six, the person who distributed the prasadam. Seven, the person who is honoring. We should look at six things. 6 things we should look at. If we look at these 6 things, we'll be respectful to prasadam. We will appreciate. It didn't just descend from heaven before me. So many people have put a lot of effort to make it happen. Therefore, we should appreciate them. This is mindfulness. Mindful. When we are mindful in doing things, our Krishna consciousness will become very, very, very meaningful. Meaningful. To teach and encourage the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy name of God, and to reveal the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To erect for the members and the society at large a holy place of transcendental pastimes dedicated to the personality of Godhead. So a temple is required. A temple is required. It is required. Especially in Kali Yuga, a temple is required. And not just a temple, a magnificent temple. Because like in India, if you have a torn cloth, a torn feet with an open body under a tree, people will worship you. Right? People worship you. They say, oh, this is a renunciate. This is a Babaji. It is not like that in other places. Because in other places, that we don't have this realization. For somebody to take to your religion, he's going to look at the dress you put on. He's not going to look at your purity. He's going to look at the dress you put on. To look at your shoe. To look at your watch. He's going to look at your building. He's going to look at your facility. Then it's, oh, if I become a member, then I will have all this facility. Let me join. Therefore, we need a magnificent temple, not just a hut. We need a magnificent temple. It is a preaching by itself. It is a preaching by itself. People look at it. People are going to Prem Manjari. What is dragging people to Prem Manjari in Vrindavan? The blue temple. In the night, it's a blue light. Blue. That is why people are going there. They are not going there because Krishna is there. Right? It's not because of Krishna. it is a beautiful temple people are going to see. They're going to see marble, not deity. It's the marble they're going to see. So we need that. We need a nice temple, high quality temple. The people will come there. So they see nice prasadam. So, oh, this is great. And above all, if somebody walked to your temple and somebody came out with a big smile, not artificial plastic one, from the heart, the big smile that, oh, Krishna has sent somebody, please come, please sit down. And talk very sweetly from the heart with this person. Give the person prasadam, talk to the person about the Krishna. What do you think that person will do after leaving that place? Huh? What will that person do? He will come back. He will come back. He will not forget that smile you gave to him. He won't forget it for eternity because it goes to the heart. It is from the heart, it will go to the heart. When somebody comes and nobody is there to receive him, and if somebody comes and looking, how much money is this man going to donate? This one, how much money will he donate? He just walk away. He can preach the whole Bhagavad Gita to this person. He's not going to come back. Because that message will go to him. When we are talking to people, so we are talking about being a powerful preacher. When we are talking to people, what we are speaking, people will not hear. People will hear our attitude. People are going to hear your own conviction in what you are doing. That is what people are going to take with them. As we may be talking and thinking that people are hearing. What they are hearing is your own conviction. Are you sure what you are doing? You believe it yourself? You believe what? Are you sure you believe what you're doing? People are going to take that. It's a preacher. A preacher is our character. A character is the preacher, not our words. Prabhupada say, what can our 3 minutes do? What can our 3 minutes do? Give the book to the person. If the person touches the book, he's touching Srila Prabhupada. And that the energy he's going to take. Our 3-minute preaching will never have any effect. Because what is the quality of our faith? What is the quality of our character? That is what people are going to take. And that is the preacher, not our philosophy. So the Papa did not convince us by the philosophy. He convinced us by his character. And Prabhupada speak, how many minutes lecture? Prabhupada lecture, how many minutes? 20 minutes. Right? And how many minutes we speak our own lecture? How many minutes? 1 hour. 2 hours seminar. How many people become devoted on it? Everybody get intellectually entertained. Oh, that was a powerful presentation, right? That's what we get, powerful presentation. But how many people become devoted from it? If it's powerful. Powerful is our character. So, is Holiness Bhakti Maharaj say, power, character is power, and I agree with it I agree with it 100%. I'll give you an example why I believe it. From Bhagavatam. Character is power. I did a seminar a few years ago, so I still remember. Kamsa, Vasudeva. Vasudeva spoke all the philosophy from Bhagavatam. Kamsa changed. Kamsa spoke the whole Bhagavatam to Kamsa. Did he change? What changed him? What changed Kamsa? The character. How did he do it? His character, yes, I agree. How did he do it? Vasudeva said, my dear brother-in-law, I will give you any child delivered by your sister. I will give the child to you. Immediately Kamsa sword, drop, fell from his hand. Why? He knows Vasudeva will never change his word. His character is power. Immediately, philosophy for 1 hour did not shift. Comes a moment, slightly, but character put him down automatically. Immediately, he fell. Oh, please, go back to your house. Kamsa said, please go back to your house. Go back to your house. Character. As a preacher, that is power. That's what Prabhupada used to change us. After 20-minute lecture, Srila Prabhupada will take one apple and cut it into pieces. He will take one piece and pass it. People take a piece, not apple, just a piece of apple, and they change their life. Their life was changed. That is character. The character. It is power. That is where we have our potency. Our potency comes from there. Please preach this Krishna consciousness very strongly, so that we may give people real light for seeing the way out of darkness of Kali Yuga. The modern scientists are confusing everyone with their false propaganda. ChatGPT. ChatGPT can compose a letter for you. Is it? It's a machine. Is it not confusing? Now you tell a machine to write a letter. I want to apply for application for a job. It will compose a letter for you. The foolish person will think that this is so. To want to prove to you that this is useless, Prabhupada said they are confusing everyone with false propaganda. It is false propaganda. So I put my name. I put my name there. You know what he did? He gave me birth in India. My body is not from India. ChatGPT started describing my village in India. So I was laughing. I said, see, false propaganda. It is false. We should not believe these things. We should not believe these things. Devotees are accepting. Yesterday I was mentioning some of these dangerous things our scientists are doing. And unenlightened devotees are getting affected. Unenlightened, I select my word. Unenlightened devotees are getting affected. Oh yes, one devotee was sad. Why sad? Doctor said because I have been a brahmachari for years. That is why I'm very sick like this. And so now it's very sad. Brahmachari is making me sick. I say, Prabhu, listen to me. Don't go too far. My body is senior to your body. Why I don't have the same problem with you? What is your age? What is your age? See, small boy. believe these things. Because scientists say, what the scientists said, devotees are accepting false propaganda. So Prabhupada said, let us preach this Krishna consciousness, not even to others alone, to ourselves, so that we know the false propaganda these people are presenting. They are cheating us. We should allow them to cheat us. Let us preach vigorously, like Prabhupada said. Prabhupada said, if you want to appreciate what I have done, preach vigorously as I'm doing. That's the only way a disciple can pay the spiritual master for what he has done. And that is how we also get empowered to preach vigorously. Prabhupada wanted that. If we perform everything nicely and always seize every opportunity to preach about Krishna, that is our formula for success. Of course, management must be there, but if preaching work is strong, management will automatically be strong. So in all cases, become a good preacher, and this will please me very much. Prabhupada said, if preaching work is strong, what is that? Huh? We'll get the required purification to manage properly. Hardcore management destroy our intelligence. Simply introduce our Krishna consciousness program anywhere and everywhere without any compromise or deviation from the highest standard of devotional practice, as chalked out for us by our great predecessors. If you yourself remain always pure, then your preaching will have effect. As soon as there is little impurity, the whole thing will deteriorate and go to hell. That is not the purpose Prabhupada gave ISKCON. The purpose is to make us holy. That is first qualification, enthusiastic. Dullness will not help you. You must be very enthusiastic. My Guru Maharaj used to say, a person can become a preacher if he has got life. A dead man cannot become a preacher. So you must be very enthusiastic that I shall preach the glories of the Lord to my best capacity. It is not that one has to become very learned scholar to become a preacher. Simply, it requires enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Should be enthusiastic in our Krishna consciousness. If we know what we're doing, if we know what is the goal of Krishna consciousness, we'll be enthusiastic about it. If you know. Sri Sanatana Goswami to Sri Haridas Thakur. Avatere karya prabhura nama prachari sei nija karya prabhu karina tomara dwari. The mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for which he has descended as an incarnation, is to spread the importance of chanting the holy name of the Lord. Now, instead of personally doing so, he is spreading it through you. That is how you know a powerful acharya. They will empower us to represent them. You see, Satan, he gave so many of his duties to so many of his disciples. The same thing Krishna did. There are some demons Krishna gave to Bhimsena to kill. He didn't kill some demons himself. Jarasandha, Krishna didn't kill Jarasandha. He lay fought with him 17 times. But he gave him to Bhimsena to kill. He gave Arjuna other demons to kill. But he didn't kill them himself. Why? He did it to give glory. See, Srila Prabhupada is building the TOVP. He gave it to his disciples to do. And they're doing it for his glories. This is how you know a pure devotee. They empower their devotees to do something. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu empowered Haridas Thakur to be Lama Acharya. He has presented himself to be used. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the title, the work to do. Like other Goswamis, he gave them so many things. He didn't write the book himself. He is the supreme scholar, and nobody can defeat him for anything. But he didn't write any book. He gave writing work to his disciples to do. So much benedictions is given to, or blessings or empowerment is given to devotees who are very, who are ready to be used by the spiritual master. As Krishna said, make yourself an instrument, and I will use you. We simply make ourselves available. And Krishna will use us. We should be available, we should make ourselves available. And Krishna will use us to do very heavy work. Bhimsena killed so many people. See Hanuman, 780,000 Rakshasas, Hanuman alone killed. Lord Ramachandra, he didn't kill many people like that. He didn't kill people, only Ravana he killed. But thousands of Rakshasas were killed by Hanuman. And Ramachandra, he used bridge to cross to Lanka. Hanuman just jump over the ocean and go there. See? Because he's empowered to do something. He did. We need to be empowered. And to be empowered, we're going to discuss more how to get empowered. Maybe that will be tomorrow. We can expand on that. So, a preacher need empowerment to be able to represent our acharyas and Krishna perfectly with character. Because if you're a preacher, you're like a moon. People will look. Anytime the moon appears, people will look. They're going to look. Once you appear anywhere, people are going to look at you. With the dirty side, people are going to look at you. Anywhere you appear, people are going to look at you. Because you're expecting something higher, not something less. Everybody expects something very high from a devotee. Someone can slap someone in the street, nobody will look at it, nobody will remember it. If you just do it, the whole world will hear it. Just one devotee, the whole world will hear it. Because of the position, it's an exalted position. So Krishna said, Tadvidi Panipatina, Parispashana Shevaya, Upadesanti Gyanam Gyanina Tattvadarasina. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Empowerment comes from that, approaching a spiritual master. That's how we get empowered. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen. Seen the truth means what? Yes, truth. They have seen Krishna. A self-realized soul is seeing Krishna. He's seeing Krishna. That's what it means. A pure devotee must be seeing Krishna. He's seeing Krishna. Total Darsi. He's seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is a first-class Tattva Darsi. A second-class Tattva Darsi is one who follows the first-class Tattva Darsi perfectly. He will also be given the chance to see. Like you travel with a king, you will enjoy all the royalties of the king because of your traveling with the king. So the two classes of Tattva Darsis, first class and second class Tattva Darsis. Both of them are bona fide. Yaidam paramam guhyam mad bhakti sabi dasati bhakti mai param kritva mam ebaisya syati asam saya. One who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to Krishna. Sorry, he will come back to Krishna. Yeah. If we preach, what will be our destination? If we preach, become a good preacher, what will be our destination? Huh? Yeah, go to Krishna. This is Krishna's promise. Krishna is not a bluffer. Right? He's not a bluffer. He has what he's promising us. See, if you be a good preacher, we'll go to Krishna. Where do we want to go? Somewhere else? Huh? Krishna. So this is a chance for us. This is a chance for us to preach Krishna consciousness. We used a slogan the other day. This is a slogan we are using on a project. Our project. Huh? Our project. So when I say our project, Krishna conscious project. A purpose-driven project. This is the name I give to the project. A purpose-driven project. Purpose-driven project. A mission statement, and we have slogans. So many slogans. One of the slogans I said is, Prabhupada save us to do what? I've said it many times. We are saved to do what? To save others. Thank you for hearing me. Means what? We should become preachers. We should become preachers. That is what we have been saved to do. Huh? Why we are employing a company? Why a company employs a worker? Why? For what? To do the work of the company. That's to do the work. So Srila Prabhupada saved us to save others. We must be convinced about it. This is our duty. So be a preacher, and because you are going to be a preacher, you must be a good preacher. A good preacher. We are saved to save others. This assignment, let us understand this. It's our slogan which we use. We are saved to save others. If we don't use this slogan, we'll be useless. Because we don't know the purpose of being a devotee. We are saved to save others. That's why we are here. So everybody must preach Krishna consciousness. We are all preachers. This is a preaching movement. We are all preachers. We can preach in many capacities, different capacities. But preaching, it is our normal service. It's our normal service for everybody. You are cooking in the kitchen for Krishna, for Krishna devotee. What is that? It's preaching. Somebody may go directly to the field distributing books there. If you come back from book distribution, he had distributed 1 million books, but not prasad in the temple. Tomorrow he will go. Aham brahmasmi. Aham brahmasmi. Right? So we'll go Sankirtan tomorrow. You will go tomorrow? No, you will not go there. So the person who has stayed back to cook the prasadam for a Sankirtan devotee to eat is what? It's a preacher. It's a preacher. Right? What are the person who has cleaned the temple very nicely for a Sankirtan devotee to have a good health? After your book distribution, you take a nice prasadam and the temple is very clean. What about that? It's a preacher. It's a preacher. He's facilitating, he's pushing the book distribution by this. There are so many ways. Just by clapping for a book distributor. So it's devotee, 1,000 books, die! What are you doing? You are cheering that devotee to continue to distribute. You raise the person's ego. Tomorrow you distribute 200, not 100. There are different ways to preach, to be a preacher, to support Christian consciousness and teachings. Different ways. That we feel very happy to clap hands for a person who has distributed books. 1,000, tomorrow we're going to make it 2,000. Right? All there are different ways to preach. And our destination is Krishna. Krishna said, he will come to me. This is a destination for a devotee who is a preacher. You come to Krishna. So a devotee has a destination. So insecurity is an unfortunate situation for a devotee. It's an unfortunate security. A devotee feels insecure. It's an unfortunate situation. It means we don't understand what we're doing because we don't know the goal. If you know the goal, you will not be insecure. We'll be happy and satisfied because we know what we're doing. We're simply concerned with the external things and forgetting the goals. Therefore, there is insecurity. That should not be there. One who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. It's guaranteed. Pure devotional service is guaranteed. And one who has been promoted to pure devotional service is going back to Godhead. This is Krishna's promise. You go to Krishna. Na cha tasman manusheshu kastin me priya kritama babitana chame tashmad anyam priya taru bhuvi. There is no servant in this world more dearer to me than he who is preacher, who is preaching. We want to be dear to somebody in this material world. Everybody wants to be dear to somebody. But Krishna is requesting us to be dear to him, the Supreme Person. What can be more important than this? To be dear to Lord Krishna means to become a preacher. Nor will there ever be one more dear. See the way Krishna put his statement. Past, present, and future will remain dear to Krishna. Not that today somebody is dear and tomorrow somebody will become more dearer than the devotee. No. Devotee is always very, very dear to Krishna all the time. All the time. To become dear to Krishna is to become his representative. Preach Krishna consciousness as much as possible. As much as possible. We want to create a pure devotee so that other people will do what? Benefit. See, does it correspond to the slogan we just mentioned? Does it correspond? The slogan we just used now. Does it correspond? Eh? Which slogan? What is the slogan? Eh? We are saved to save others. Does it correspond to this? Bhakti General Saraswati speaking? Eh? You can see it, look at it. Right? We want to do what? Save devotees so that they will also benefit others. We are saved to save others. No selfishness in Krishna consciousness. There is no selfishness. In this way, the number of devotees will increase. Professional preachers cannot create pure devotees. We mentioned this the other day from St. Papa's Purport, 1865. No official devotees. It's a lecture we give to devotees in Kurukshetra temple in India. No official devotees. Why? Why there's no need for official devotees? Bhakti Saraswati Thakur said they cannot make others pure devotees. So one devotee asked me, what is official devotee? Official devotee. Official devotees, they cannot make devotees because they are not practicing nicely. They are simply having positions, they have material facilities, they are very, very big externally, but inside, very, very small. Their devotion is very small, very, very tiny. We see a lot of this in our movement. So many big devotees, big, powerful, big projects, so many things. But devotees under them are not happy, are not satisfied. They are fearful, worried about their future. Why? Official devotee. No potency. Our management are in 3 categories. We can manage in ignorance. We can manage in passion. We can manage in goodness. Management in ignorance. No facilities in that temple. No facilities. Everything is a hard struggle. Facilities are not there. It's a struggle. In an environment where people are poor, there will be a lot of envy. There's envy among common people, small, little people. Little people. Oh, you have 2 phones. You have 2 phones. And little people think like that. So, if we manage in a mode of ignorance, there will be no facilities in the temple, and envy will predominate the whole environment. If you manage in the mode of passion, there will be facilities, but not devotees happy. Why? The emphasis is go out, bring money, donation. Nobody is asking sadhana. It's donation, go, donation. How much you bring? How much you bring? Donation. No, sadhana. Sadhana is never mentioned, but donation. How much did you bring? That's the management in mode of passion. Devotees are running always to get donation to come to the temple. But nobody asks the devotees about how many rounds they have chanted. That's management in the mode of passion. Facilities are there because they're bringing money. So facilities are there. But nobody is happy because of the tension for material things, not anxiety, how to expand Krishna consciousness. Anxiety to expand Krishna consciousness is spiritual, it's devotional. It is purifying. Anxiety for material things is very destructive. It is sinful, not purification. So that is mode of ignorance and passion. In the mode of goodness, the facilities are there, the devotees are happy. Because the move is sadhana. Whatever that we do, sadhana. So we want to look at sadhana, the importance of sadhana. So, sadhana is emphasized. One devotee asked, many times I experienced it. One devotee asked his daughter, go to the marriage. No, I'm not going there. Why? You're going to ask me how many rounds I've chanted. Is that bad? Eh? That is normal. That is normal. If you don't ask about someone's sadhana, you are a cheater. You don't love the person. If you love somebody, you should check how the person is doing spiritually. If our spiritual health is in order, our material health will be in order automatically, because the shadow follows the object. Apeni achari kehana kari pacharya pachakari na kehana kari na acha. Some behave very well, but do not preach the call to Krishna consciousness. Whereas others preach but do not behave properly. You will simultaneously perform both duties in relation to the holy name by your personal behavior and by your preaching. Therefore, you are the spiritual master of the entire world, for you are the most advanced devotee in the world. Advanced devotee. Which advanced devotee has these 26 qualities. Here's the 26 qualities. Which I also hear is very kind to everyone, does not quarrel with anyone, fixed in the absolute truth, equal to everyone, faultless, charitable, mild, clean, simple, benevolent, peaceful, completely attached to Krishna, has no material hankering, meek, steady, self-controlled, does not eat more than required, sane, respectful, humble, grave, compassionate, friendly, poetic, Spartan, is silent. And there are 12 qualities of a preacher. A preacher has 12 qualities. 1, sense control and mastery of the mind. A spiritual warrior needs a sense of regulation and focus in order to excel. If our minds are scattered, going from one philosophy to another, one religion to another, one job to another, one mate to another, then we need to look inside ourselves. We need to perform self-examinations to see where we are weak, because the areas where we are weak are where we will be tested the most. Humility. In this age, people view humility as a sign of weakness, but the quality is that humility is a powerful weapon. Society considers humility as a position of the conquered towards the conqueror, instead of seeing it as a position of power. The spiritual world will never overreact to fame, success, or position. A preacher must be fearless. A spiritual warrior is naturally fearless. What need is there to shuffle our feet when we are backed up by a supreme power? How can we be intimidated when our actual origin is divine? When we realize these things, there are no reasons to hold on to various crushes, because there is no cause for insecurity. Truthfulness. We should be so fixed and steady in our realization of the Supreme, and in our love and our compassion for others, that we can speak the truth even to enemy. The more we speak, behave, and live truthfully, the more truth will enter into our existence. However, we should not become self-righteous or dreaming in our delivery. We should also try to give the truth in a way that will elevate whomever hears it. Compassion and pridelessness. Constantly looking for a pat on the back and for people to like us will overshadow our concern for what is right and proper, causing us to lose our highest principles. It is better to be right than to be honored. If we are carriers of empowered love, then everyone must either join us at that level or get away from us. We then become role models for others to see what spiritual life can achieve. Like somebody said, no, I will not come because you're going to ask me how many rounds I have chanted. And I know I have not chanted, so I don't want to go there and get embarrassed. But this is good for us. People should know who we are, what we are. So people can know how to identify with us. That is important. Material exhaustion and disinterest in material reward. We can not become we cannot become God conscious if we think material life is the all in all. As long as we think life is just a process of manipulating various people and material elements, we will continue to be slaves of matter. We will continue to make different plans and adjustments, which may give us temporary reliefs, but will certainly lead to more frustration at a later time. No idle time. There's no idle time. Very, very, very important. If many devotees ask me, how do I control my loss? How do I control my loss? Many times I get this question. If you want to control a loss, don't be idle. You should be busy throughout. And if you don't want to have difficulty sleeping, don't be idle. Be busy throughout the whole day. The moment you lie down, 1 minute, you sleep very easily. No difficulty. A spiritual warrior does as much as possible in the time given, because they fully understand that many wars in the past have been lost due to procrastination and the lack of sensitivity to the fact that every moment must be used to its full potential. The alert soldier takes every moment of life seriously. To truly realize how important time is, we must first understand that it is not healthy to think of time as your own. It is God's time. Christians say, time, I am. The destroyer of everything, except the devotees. Patience and selflessness. Actually, we need a combination of patience and impatience. Do you understand that? You need to be patient and impatience. It should be impatience because we want to be a devotee. At the same time, we should be patient because we know that everything does not depend on us. Christian has the power to do everything. So both is necessary. Patience can be harmful to a spiritual life, yet at the same time, it is important to a spiritual life. We cannot overindulge in patience, because we must realize we are in an emergency time on an emergency mission. And devotees will say, I don't know if they say it here, most suffering they say, Prabhu, this is a lifetime process. Don't be in a hurry. This is a lifetime process. Take it easy. Otherwise you fall down. Take it easy. A soul spiritual warrior realizes that there must be a combination of patience and impatience, coupled with the mood of selflessness. Those who are selfless cannot be depressed. Those who are selfless cannot be depressed. But those who are selfish will be depressed. Firm faith. Faith is necessary in everything. It is not a matter of being Hindu, Muslim, or Buddhist. It is a matter of how much we are following the laws of God. Now, how much faith we have in God's potency. There is a story about Abraham, cobbler, and a mystic sage. This is one of our favorite. Those days in our time, every Sunday we have a drama. And this person is always regular. It's what repeated on Sundays we do drama. Every Sunday there's drama. It's part of our Sunday feast program, drama. Very nice. We learn a lot from drama. The cobbler and the brahmana. You've heard the story many times? Yeah. The sage is who? Who is the sage? Eh? Narada Muni. Thank you. The sage, the brahmana, and the cobbler. The sage realized the cobbler had deep faith and the truly spiritual consciousness. We need to purify our consciousness so we can develop that deep faith. Perseverance. A true warrior never wants the war to end. It's amazing. A true warrior is relentless and always ready to continue. Why? Why?
What's victory?
Yes, you need victory. That is one. What else? What else?
As I leave your time also, if you don't go on.
Yeah, if you don't fight, Maya will fight us. Maya not waiting for us. That's good. Yes, bro.
Lot of idle time.
The laziness will come in. Laziness will come in, yes. So there is no spare time for anything. No spare time. You must be busy. If you're not busy, Maya will plan our life for us successfully. We must be prepared to continually evaluate ourselves, regroup, and adopt strategies to help us move beyond what may seem to be defeat. The true test of warriors is how they act when wounded. That is powerful. That is powerful. The real spiritual warrior bounces back immediately in the face of defeat, rather than carving in. The warrior learns from the encounter, imbibes it, owns it, and becomes stronger from the experience. Curiosity and enthusiasm to learn and grow. We must start each day curious about what tests we will encounter, what lessons we will learn, what lives we will connect with. We must take each day as a fresh experience and another chance to serve the Lord better. We cannot think that we will automatically be successful today simply because we were successful last week. Thinking this way will cause us to drop our guard and go into battle without our weapons. So we must learn and grow. surrender to divine will. All the previous 11 tools help to prepare the spiritual warrior to this very important step. For a spiritual warrior, surrender is actually a victory. As long as we are surrendering to God, we see amazing results when we truly put God's will and mission before our own. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, any comment or question before we go? Comment or question? Yes, Prabhu.
Some examples of enthusiasm, as you mentioned, is very important as part of devotional service. Some examples of enthusiasm,
Yes.
if you can.
If you're not enthusiastic about something, you're not going to make it. Little temptation you are going to be put off. If we are enthusiastic about something, we have a strong determination to face it. It can become a challenge will become a stepping stone. Challenge will become a sweet experience, like Gurudev is saying. We should live every day preparing for what is the next test. What is the next test? What is the next test? And we cannot make advancement at peaceful time. Advancement comes when we are challenged, when it's a serious obstacle. Enthusiasm is a very powerful power that will face all challenges easily, without difficulty. If you're not enthusiastic, little thing will give so many excuses, so many reasons why we should not do what we have to do. So many reasons. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.